Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mark from Lone Bull Barbecue. This is one of the easiest things you can make for your backyard cooking. It only takes a little bit of time and just a few ingredients. So pickled red onions add crunch, acidity, and color, and they work with everything from smoked meats, tacos, sandwiches, burgers. But once you make these, you'll start throwing them on everything just like I do, and coming up with new ideas of what you can throw them on. So let's go into the process of making them. So you're going to start with a medium to large red onion. You're going to slice the ends off and then slice it in half. Next, take off the outer layers and then lay it flat and cut crossways across the onion. So you want to basically go with the grain with the cuts. It'll make a better slice for the onions. Better mouthful when you eat them. Now once they're sliced, you're going to set them aside into a bowl, break them up as much as you can. And then what we're going to do next is optional, but cover it. It takes about 2 cups of warm water to cover the onions and let them sit for a couple minutes. What that's going to do is take away that real strong onion flavor. Next, you're going to go with a 1.5 cups of water, just using tap water, and then a 1.5 cups of cider, or I'm sorry, 1.5 cups of vinegar. Mix that into a pot. Along with that, you're going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar. And 2 tablespoons of kosher salt. You want to mix that together. And then this is also optional, but I like to add a little over a teaspoon of Mexican oregano. And it's always best when you use that to crush it in your hands and then stir that in. Now you're going to take this to the stove and bring it up to a boil. While that's happening, you can now drain your onions, so just take them out and put them into a dry dish and wait for your brine to boil, and we can move on to the next step. Okay, our brine has come to a boil, so we're going to let it sit right here on the trivet. We've got our onions drained and a jar that has been sanitized inside and out and also kind of warmed up so it doesn't burst when we put in the hot water. So let's just start layering these in. So what we're going to do, what I like to do, you can put all kinds of things in here. You can put black peppercorns. You can put a few at a time in. You can do chili flakes. You can do jalapenos. Whatever floats your boat. So just push them in. Try not to make a mess like I am. Add a few more. Try to get this whole onion in here. Pack it in there tight. Yeah, there's plenty of room. Okay, now you can put your last little bit of whatever you want in. Now it's time to put the brine in. And we got a special treat. It's a neat little funnel for jars for canning. And this is my wife's grandmother's canning scoop. She used this for years. Passed it down to my wife. So we're going to take advantage of it. Look at that, no muss, no fuss. And you want to fill it up to the top. There we go. Get that last of that oregano in there. And then now, I usually like to let these sit out and cool for a little bit. And then I'll put the lid on, we'll pop it in the fridge. You could do these same day, probably within 4 hours. They'll be pickled enough to enjoy them, but this is, again, something that prep time helps, makes a better product. If you could do this the day before, they'll be delicious tomorrow. They'll give them time to absorb everything, get the flavors in. So we will put it in the fridge tonight and open it tomorrow. All right. These have been sitting in the refrigerator overnight and they're ready to go. That time in the fridge, it does all the work for you. The onions soften up, but they still have just enough crunch to keep you happy. So let's open them up and try a few. You can dip your fingers right in, but I'm not going to do that. Fork here, pull some out. Now I've got a little plate of Ritz crackers, and I just smoked some sausages earlier, so I made a few slices of those. But let's just try them by itself at first. That's good. They picked up that vinegar bite, a little sweetness, and just enough salt to balance everything out. That's exactly what you want. So let's try a couple on this sausage. This is a pork sausage, kind of fatty. Oh, I need more than 3. There we go. Yeah, that's good. You find things that just naturally go well together. Sausage and these pickled onions are one of them. And just by themselves, on a Ritz cracker, they're going to be good too, because that Ritz is very rich. It's got a lot of butter in it. And that acidity just adds to it. Trying to keep them in my mouth. So like we said, these are good on smoked brisket, pulled pork, tacos, burgers, sandwiches. Very few barbecue restaurants that you'll go to here in Texas will not be serving these. I mean, you find them everywhere. But you see here how easy they are to make at home. They last in the fridge for a bit, but not when I'm around. Normally a bottle like this will be gone in easily a week. So I'm curious, would you make these? And if you did, what would you eat them with? If this recipe helped you upgrade your backyard cooking, please consider subscribing, liking the video, sharing it, and please comment. If you make these, please tag me. I'd like to see what you're using them for. You can tag me here on YouTube. We're over on Instagram at Lone Bull Barbecue. But thank you for watching. We'll see you here next time on Lone Bull. And until then, don't forget to pepper up your backyard.